Alright, so we are just leaving the Rio Guadiana, which is kind of sad. We just left from Alanouwoly Marina and it's actually still a little bit dark, and I'm wearing a hat and a fleece and long trousers. What is this? I guess autumn has finally caught up with Spain because it was a bit chilly this morning. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is tidy up all my lines and put the fenders away, and then seem to be going downwind now, so I'll pick up some sail as soon as I can. This is actually crazy. The sails are spilling so much wind, but I'm still doing 6 knots. What the hell? This is so far turned out to be the best sailing day ever. This is so fun. I'm hand steering the whole time because my little autopilot, I mean, look at this thing. It's so spindly. I don't think it can be up to it, but also I'm just having so much fun and it's awesome. And I only have like 17 miles to go, which is crazy because it's just 10 now and we left at 7. Oh, actually no, we left at like 7:30. What the hell? This is amazing. Loving it.
Time is running out. What if I start smoking now? One new fate be enough to satisfy the wicked rollers of the dice. I don't believe in all that anyway. So when you see me on my knees, you know it's never gonna win fucking gold in Beijing.
Okay, so the wind dropped just like it was forecast to, but before that, you know, it was a great sail and I made like really good speed. So when the wind dropped, I only had like 10 miles to go, which is by now come down to 5 miles to go, which is great. In fact, I can kind of see the wall where I'm gonna turn in to the river, so that's not too bad. But I guess this is kind of an industrial place because I am currently motoring through amongst some anchored ships that are here out and about, which is certainly interesting. I'm making sure to keep a good distance away from them because of the swinging room. They usually have a lot of chain out, so therefore their swinging radius is much larger than you would think, and they are quite long as well. So generally I'm just giving them enough space so that they can swing and so that I don't get accidentally bumped. I'm really excited to get in, so that should be good. About an hour to go, which is nice. I am out in the deep suburbs trying to find this skate park or bit of skatable road that I saw on maps. hardly ridden my skateboard all year, so this is very nice. And it's good when a town's got a good stretch of suburbs that you can go around in. The only thing is you can't turn your music up too loud because you need to have an ear out for the cars that are approaching, but that's fine. I'm actually really liking Mazagón. It's quite a small town. I guess if you wanted the city life you'd go into Huelva, but it's kind of got everything you need. Good safe marina and good supermarkets, good showers. I don't know what else you're looking for when you go in a place. The next day, Dad and I took the bus to the Columbus Museum, which is near Huelva, because that is where he set off on this journey across the Atlantic. Look, apparently 3 ships sailed over the Atlantic to sail to the Americas or to the Caribbean islands, I guess. These are the replicas of those 3, which is quite cool. Really, this is the Santa Maria in the middle, the Pinta, and then the third one is called Nina, which is behind there. People weren't really very tall back in the day, because this is me. This is me on my tiptoes. I'm going up on my tiptoes now. I touch the ceiling. So I guess people were short back then, or they all ducked. That's possible too. All right, let's go back outside. Okay, so here we have a sign, and I have a very handy translation app on my phone because my Spanish is just not that good. So I'm just gonna give you the gist of it. The colonizers found new plants that they integrated into their pharmacies and into their diet. They found the hammock here and incorporated it into their ships. They also obtained gold and silver, rubber, spices, and slaves to work the mines and lands and build new cities. The Tainos, which is the name for the indigenous people, they were enslaved and mistreated and stripped of the things that were valued by the colonizers, and their gods were destroyed by the missionaries of the newly arrived religion, so Christianity, and their cultural heritage was lost. They were also not immune to diseases that were brought over, for example smallpox, so a lot of people died. The culture was disappearing before the 16th century ended. The colonizers, having not brought over any women, took some of the indigenous people as wives. Yeah, so that's what it says on that sign, which I am glad that they actually mentioned a little bit about that. I hadn't seen any of that side of the history mentioned at all in the museum, and I think that's very important. You know, it's clearly a very big part of history for many people, but I think different people have different opinions about it. It does seem mainly celebrated over here in Spain. Clearly it brought the Spanish and the other colonizing countries a lot of wealth, but I think as that sign just said, it also brought a lot of harm and suffering to the people that were already there. So I think that's very important to mention. But all in all, it's a very interesting place, and the replicas of the ships are quite cool. It's generally well done, I think. There was also a botanical garden attached to the museum, which, of course, we couldn't resist. Look at that. That's an old tree, all right. Let's do a head comparison. Like, my head is like half the size of this tree, or a third of it or something. That is an old tree. Look at this one. It's got spikes on its bark as well. The museum was of course not the only thing that Mazagón had to offer. It was the home to many, many cats.
Alright, we've got a staring off contest.
It was also the place where we would finally be reunited with our good friends Ben and Carly, who we'd met earlier that year in Galicia. I would like to take this moment to thank Carly for the commitment that she showed in trying to film me skating down a small hill.
And that's a marina in the distance over there. It's kind of funny how I live on a boat surrounded by water, but if I find an access to the beach, I still want to go and see the water because it's like different water, it's beach water. So yeah, I don't know. Fascination of water comes with the boat life, I guess. Or from here. That's what you do when you film. Filling up the water tank. Last evening before we go to Rota.
Yeah.
Our final destination.
Yes.
At least for this year. Alrighty. Cheers. This is the last sail of the season and we're finally actually sailing, which is nice. I gave up on motoring into the wind, even though that was a more direct course. I kind of should have come up with the idea earlier, but I ended up raising my foresail and now I'm kind of going as close to the wind as I can, and I'm going to tack in. I'm basically making a very long tack. But it's all working out really well. Now I'm doing 5 knots. It's pretty amazing. So all is good. I'm just enjoying myself now. One single thing that is causing me a little bit of worry is that my wheel is squeaking so funnily. Like, sometimes. Come on, squeak. So I'm gonna have to look into that when I get in. But I don't know, it's not too concerning, I guess. I'm not too worried. I still have steerage, so that's all good like that. But yeah, just trying to enjoy the sail. It's windier than the forecast said, certainly, and also from kind of a different direction. It was supposed to be a beam wind today, actually, which it is most definitely not. But still making very great progress, over 5 knots. It's a good day. How did it get under there? I hope I can If I can zoom in far enough that you can actually see what it is.
It's just jumped in swimming now, look.
It can swim. It's not even a water rat, it's just a regular one.
Rat. So it's the answer there, got across it.
Yeah. Oh, it looks kind of cute actually. But I don't want it to come on my boat, that's for sure. Stay away, please. And there you have it. I'm in Rota. Next episode will actually be the kicking off of the winter projects, which I'm quite excited for. I've got a couple of things going on right now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, the last sail of the season. And I hope you're all doing well. Thank you, of course, to my amazing patrons. Thank you. And yeah, see you in 2 weeks. Bye.